Friday the 13th, No Man's Land.
Hmm.
And this was definitely a different take. This was definitely different. And
Definitely. It left me in no man's land. I'm not, and no disrespect, but I'll explain to you, everything. Well, we'll go.
I can't wait to hear this. I can't wait to hear this one. Because honestly, I may have to bump another movie up because of this film. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think so too, and that's where I was kind of like with my rating. I was curious to see if you were gonna be with me or be the opposite from the last movie.
Honestly, I'm gonna bump up a couple.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I did move that one up, but yes, I'm gonna bump up two of them because of this film. Um, so I
Interesting.
put Victims No More. I bumped up from a 2 to a 3, and Friday the 13th Nine Lives. I bumped up from a 2 to a 3 as well.
Okay.
Um, with that said, I guess I'm ready to give you guys my rating. This one I gave a 1. I had to, and we can get into why once Dadpool gives his rating.
Yeah. So my rating. I saw what you guys tried to do. I gave you a Sad Boy Jason 2. 2 hockey masks.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sad Boy Jason 2. It was. I honestly don't know what they were trying to like. I guess I do and I don't, but it just didn't. Like they pulled. I know they pulled the music. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
What's up? What's up?
Um, like I don't know what they were trying to do really. I just I don't know.
I can appreciate them being from the UK, like a previous fan film. They did it
Mm-hmm.
better than said film than the previous film. So at least this took place in what appeared to be a camp. Gave it more of
I
a
agree.
Friday the 13th setting. Um, but man, it was just too damn dark.
That's
The,
a big thing too.
the
Is
lighting was so bad.
it was rough. You didn't really get to see very many kills. You didn't get to see a handful of them, which they weren't terrible. But it's like if you had a little more,
Right.
and I understand wanting to hide some of this stuff because of whatever reason. But I'm like, there's just okay, fine, but there's still certain scenes where the lighting could have helped quite a bit because it was honestly damn near Blood Lake dark. It wasn't as nowhere near as bad as Blood Lake, but I'm saying like the dark spots
Hmm.
were damn near that dark, and it's like it was. I know it's at a camp, I know it's at night, and it has to be spooky, scary, but still, you need to be able to see us as the people watching the movie.
Yeah, you can still have that nighttime spooky dark feeling, but we got to be able to see that action, and you can maintain the tone with a little bit of brightness in the background and not lose what you're trying to accomplish.
Exactly.
That's probably one of the biggest things that why I gave it a 2.
Mm-hmm.
That and the off-screen kills. There was too many off-screen kills, and
Yeah.
it sounded great, and you can kind of assume the action Jason was doing, but I want to see that complete film. Like if you're gonna like I look at it like if you're gonna make an indie film, like you want to make like you got to go all out. Like I
Yeah.
with practical effects are probably, and I know a lot of filmmakers, they're the cheapest way to go. And I think they just didn't pull that off enough in this movie. There
Mm-hmm.
wasn't enough on-screen practical effects.
No, there wasn't, and like you said, there was too many off-screen kills. And for a Friday the 13th movie, we don't want that. I don't even care if the kills are cheesy because I understand
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lower budget film, it's a fan film. Do what you got to do. Shit, the original was cheesy. Most of them were
Yeah.
cheesy. We love them for that's why they're still around, and that's why there's so many awesome fan films. And I the kills were like the biggest issue with this movie. And that's the tough part, because again, for a Friday the 13th film, you want to see some cool kills, which you guys did have some, but again, with the lighting issue, you didn't really get to see it. You get to see the aftermath of some, and I didn't like the head stomp kill. It was too slow.
Well, I think he was. I think that was like the intentional because you just saw his foot for like. I mean, yeah, it was like good 10 seconds of his foot just sitting
It
there
was yeah, it
before he
was
stopped.
like I know it was to give it that effect. I'm just like, and then you see it, and then like they make it sound. The sound effects were sounded better than what the face actually looked like. It looked like he just got slapped in the face.
Yeah, yeah. I think the best kill. I don't know what your best kill. I think my favorite kill is when he punches that character through the stomach in front of the car, and then he just starts squeezing the insides. That's the kind of graphic that I wish every kill was. We got to see the punch, the follow through, the squeeze, the blood, everything,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't get that enough. We didn't get enough blood in this movie.
I'm gonna be honest with you, the kills weren't even very memorable for me.
Oh, see, I remember that one. It's one of the last ones.
And again, it's mainly because it was dark. Like you couldn't
Mhm.
see anything. So I'm like, what? Okay, they got killed. I wish you could have seen that though.
And,
I wish.
why did that boyfriend have a Jason mask? Like, I'm confused with that. Like,
I don't know.
because
Was he
if there,
was he the one
he
that was
was
carrying it around the whole time until Jason got it, or was Jason carrying that? Because remember when
no, Jason had a mask, and then the one scene when he's fighting the guy with the Jason mask on. So
okay,
I'm wondering why the guy has a Jason mask. Unless it was supposed to maybe it was just shot weird and it wasn't edited. I don't know. I'm just assuming maybe that was supposed to be the mask Jason wears in the movie, but he had a part 6 mask on. I think the mask the kid had on was like a part 3. You could, I mean, they're distinct. You can, I mean, if
yeah,
us
yeah,
fans know the masks in the movies.
yep, yep, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you guys not to watch it. It is a fan film. You guys should definitely check it out and give your own views on this one. But wow.
Crazy Ralph was pretty funny. That was I like that little nod to the original.
See, I liked it to an extent, and I felt like they did way too much with him.
It
Like
was,
I
yeah,
get paying homage to him and all that. It's great. Don't get me wrong. The look of him was great. The look they did excellent with the look of him. The hat, the jacket. You know what I mean? The way he
yeah.
dressed was great.
Mhm.
The
Even the
voice,
voice.
they could have done a little better. It wasn't horrible, but they could have done a little better. Maybe making it sound more like the older kind of "you're all doomed."
Yeah,
But he was just kind of like you make him sound kind of like a knockoff Loomis almost, or just a knockoff, or shit, just a knockoff Crazy Ralph.
just a little bit more raspiness, maybe.
Yeah, just a
Yeah,
little more, and kind of tone it down some.
yeah. That scene was long. I mean, he
And cut,
was.
yeah, it was
I don't
too
know.
much.
Yeah,
It was too much. Like everybody remembers Crazy Ralph more so because of "You're All Doomed" than anything else that he did in that film. That's the
it's a
biggest
town
thing.
has a death curse. That's like a line that everyone knows.
That those two lines right there, and that's it. Those are on shirts and merch and everything else. That's all he needed for this. Something similar. And again, they did cut scenes from the original film with this and use it, which I don't know anything about the copyright and shit, and all that. I'm not snitching. I'm just saying I don't know how that works. But maybe you can only use so much because they didn't use like a ton of it. They didn't use a ton of it.
But they credit. I mean, they credited at the end
Okay,
scenes featuring Betsy Palmer and
and they didn't make money off
Adrian
of it. So I
King.
guess
Yeah,
that,
but I had no idea the woman in the beginning of the movie was. I didn't think she'd be Ginny from part 2.
yeah,
That, I mean, and then like if you saw her in the beginning, patient ID was 13/10/82, which is if which over in the UK the dates are reversed, so it's 10/13/82, which is a Friday the 13th nod, and then it ended up being Ginny at the end.
I'm
Like,
not mad at that, but still.
I just don't understand the her being in it
So
or
I'm
or the
assuming
character.
she's. I think she's telling the story because you see. Remember how you see her in the very beginning and she's talking. They show her talking, and then it
Hmm.
kind of goes into the movie, and then same thing with the end. Just comes out of the movie, I guess you would say, and her talking.
It's just, I don't know. To me,
but
it didn't add anything to the movie
No,
for me.
I was gonna say it didn't really work for this movie. What would have made it? I guess the only thing that would have made it work, no, because then her telling the story and then being like that wouldn't make sense. Because if she like ends up going to try to get him or see him, I don't know. You didn't really need that for this one.
I wish maybe there was like a date stamp at the end of the movie to show when that footage was from, because then you can get a better understanding of the timeline.
Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes sense. Actually, yeah.
But
oh man, they.
yeah, I'm not gonna hate. I mean, Jason's outfit. I'm not gonna hate it. I mean, it was a nice mask. Part 6 is my favorite mask.
But
And
the light check right here, I feel like should have been. My wife was saying
the hood. Yeah, the hood. It was too white. I did notice that as well. It either should have been a little darker or decayed looking. Like
there you go. There you go.
Weathered. Like he looked too clean. Like
the.
But the mask, the outfit. Someone took your idea about the black gloves because they wore black gloves this time.
Smart.
But they still didn't go up far enough because it just looked, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, again, dirty it up. You have to make it look dirty and gritty. It's Jason Voorhees, and he didn't just leave the laundromat. He didn't just leave the laundromat, guys. He was in the woods for years.
But like I said, this movie for taking place in the UK or filming it in the UK, he did a great job of creating that, at least the camp atmosphere,
Well, yeah, and I believe they came to America too, which made it even to check it out or whatever. So, which is even cool. That's cool too. It's like, okay, nice. They did something.
But it did take like 35, like it was like 30 minutes or so before the movie started picking up. Like it felt like there was a lot of exposition, and before we got to the climax, it just took me out of the movie. Like I struggled with this 52-minute movie, and again, I little things that I see, maybe other people don't see or don't have the same opinion. I'm not knocking the movie whatsoever. I'm just saying that I wish things were, if it was a little lighter, a little bit clearer story, and maybe just touch up the finer details. It could be it could be a 7. It could be easy 6-7.
I would say definitely clean up the lighting and with the kills. Do what you got to do to make those kills look good and on screen. And the story, I mean, you got these people coming from the UK, right?
Yeah, they're in the UK. Yeah.
So coming from the UK, cool. They should know the mythos of Friday the 13th and want to go there. That should be the reason for being here, not just coming here on a trip. And then they just end up at the camp. They should want to be there and end up landing there, maybe even meeting some people from America that have been around there or heard the legend or know the legend, or like, hey, I'll go with you, blah, blah, blah. Or they go by themselves, who cares? But have that, then that's the story of why they're there, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, because they kind of like they had no idea until the one guy steps on the ground and picks up the sign, and it's like too late. We're already here, or something like that. Like,
yeah.
So you've been at Camp Cruz like the whole time, like.
And then, okay. Speaking of the sign, Speaking of the sign, I just clapped my hands.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
No, the sign was not good at all.
No.
Like when I'm watching the movie, I even told my wife, I was like, oh my God, they fucked up the sign. No disrespect to you guys, but I'm like, it's go buy the yellow sign and just buy it and return it back to the store. Keep the receipt, keep the stickers and shit on it. Put something. Here's what you could have did. You put something on the ground. This is for the future, you guys. Put something on the ground under it. Maybe even something green, so you can green screen it out if you can do that, if you're nice at that. But anyways, put something under it, so it's like right under the piece. Stick the piece on there. Boom. Do your shot, do your picture, and bring it right back to Michael's.
Yeah, if you see usually the stickers are on the back of the sign anyways of stuff you buy from those kind of stores. So,
There you go. So, boom.
But
I'm just saying, if you're not going to keep, I'd keep the piece. I'd keep the piece.
Correct.
I'm just saying, I understand budget reasons. If you're like, hey, you got to do it ghetto style like that, there ain't no shame in that game. Just don't dirty it up and fuck it up for the rest of us that actually want to buy it and collect it. Sit with a smile. But no, seriously, the yellow sign, that right there, like when I seen that, it took me out of it. And then, okay. I know you remember the walk at the end, the drunk walk.
Like, well, there's a couple things that were very intentional. That walk was, who walks? First of all, I don't walk like that, and I can barely walk sometimes. Like, what was that?
I have no like. It looked like a guy drunk walking down the street. I'm like, he doesn't look injured at all. He looks drunk.
Yeah,
Just
and even his face kind of was like,
yeah, like you could fucking have somebody step on your foot before the scene and just limp. Like seriously, if you need that, I'll be like, yo, Dadpool, do me a favor. What's up? I know you're a nice guy, but I need you to do me a big favor. I know you're gonna say no, but I'm not. You know I'm about to do this scene where I have to be limping, right? Yeah. Yo, just step on my foot real quick. Come on, Sturdy. That's what I'm good at.
kick me in the kneecap.
Just do something. You know what? Puerto Rican Chris. Worst damn get here he comes. He doesn't even know what the hell's going on. I get hit in the like, what's up?
What up, Chris?
But yeah, like limp. Do something. Do
Well,
something to make it look better. Because that was just a wobbly drunk walk.
yeah, that was terrible. And then the girl that was running, and that fall that she made, like it was like I don't know who. No one falls like that.
Mm-mm.
I should have wrote down the time when it happened, but it was towards the end. It was when the girl with the dark hair, she was running down like this cobblestone dirt road or something, and she just kind of just was running, and then I don't know, like did this.
You know what it was?
It was obvious. It was obvious, and then she didn't trip. That was a blatant.
You know what it was? It was one of those falls where she tried to make herself look like she tripped and she had to fall, and she may have been scared to actually fall and hit the ground because it hurts. So I was sure there's some bail for that, maybe, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but again,
favorite Pee Wee Herman movie. Now, normally I won't answer this, but rest in peace to him because he did just pass. Because it's a horror show. That's the only reason I say that. But honestly, I don't know because I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan of him growing up as a kid, like watching Pee Wee's Playhouse and stuff like that. But as far as the movies, I couldn't name one. I'm not saying I've never seen them, but I just haven't seen them since probably my childhood.
I think Mystery Men is funny when he played the spleen. You ever seen Mystery Men with Ben Stiller? They're like this ragtag. They're like mocking superheroes. It's kind of like a diss of superhero movies. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman plays a guy named the Spleen, where he can like positionally direct his farts and knock people out.
You know what? We're gonna have to do some Pee Wee Herman movies on Popcorn and Pints. I know the guys probably aren't even watching, but we're gonna be doing it, guys.
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah,
there's a lot. I mean, he was in Grease, and he was in was it Buffy? I think he was in Buffy.
So what we'll do is each of us over on Popcorn and Pints will each pick 2 Pee Wee Herman movies to review. We'll throw it on a wheel, and then that way, once it happens, when that wheel is picked, boom. So that'll be 10 movies? Yes, 10 movies. So be on the lookout for that. Well, thanks for that question, Ben. Thanks for that question. Because now got some ideas. And you guys that are here, don't be afraid to follow Popcorn and Pints everywhere. YouTube, Twitter. I think we're on TikTok. Some other shit, which we gotta start doing more TikTok videos. But that's not important right now, people. What's important is this film. This fan film. And I don't know what to say.
It's 2010, right? Right. This is made in 2010. So
okay.
I think well, that's 13 years between now. Like they could have like redone it to where it's not 360p. Because the quality was really tough, was really grainy, and if you can remaster that, maybe that remastering will take away some of that darkness, maybe, and maybe might put a different look on that film. Just a thought.
And that's a maybe as well, because yeah, I don't know. Maybe I mean it couldn't hurt it. Hopefully, it couldn't hurt it. Better lighting couldn't hurt it.
Right.
I'm not even mad. Like, I know the acting wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't like god awful. I can't watch this, and I understand it's a fan film, so I don't put too much onto that. I put a certain amount onto that, but not like I would if it's a Hollywood type of movie.
Yeah. It's like going to the field and watching the little league team. You know, you're not going to watch a pro team. and you expect like crazy good acting, as Mick said before. So you
Yeah.
kind of compare it to the minors, like you're watching the minors that play, and you love them or you hate them, and that's just how it is. And
That's true.
they did pour a lot of their energy into it. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Some scenes were over. Some of the conversations were
Too long.
awkward, too long, and forced. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
This would have probably been better as like a 25-minute short, because if you cut out a lot of the extra long scenes with the talking, like you were just saying, and just this movie doesn't get started until, like you said, what about the first half hour, 35 minutes, and it's only a
Yes.
52-minute movie, so it's like you cut
Yes.
off a good 20 minutes of this movie, 22-minute movie, and you got something probably a lot better. You probably have something a lot better, because then you could just
Because
go
the kills, they
through
were just
doing the
the
kills.
kill. Yeah. Yep. Because the kills just kept coming and coming and coming and coming, like one after the other.
Yes, sir. They did. How's it going,
What's up,
Jayhan?
Jayhan?
Thanks for popping in here, man. Appreciate you. Everybody go follow Jayhan, please, and also Ben. Oops.
No, you don't want to follow Ben.
Don't follow Ben.
I know who Ben is. Don't follow Ben.
Don't follow Ben.
Don't follow Ben.
But follow Jayhan.
You follow Jayhan? No, Jayhan's a great guy. Just kidding.
I don't know how you are, Ben. Follow Ben at your own risk. I'll say that.
It's one of my son's friends. Yeah, sure.
Ah.
I don't see me shaking from a 2. I think I'm going to be stuck at a 2.
Oh, I'm sticking with my 1. I'm sticking with my 1, man. Like I didn't want to rate it that low, but after watching it, I just can't give it higher than that. And for those of you who don't know how I do my ratings, I go from a -10 to a +10. So a 1 really isn't that bad on my scale if you think about it like that. Now, once it gets on the negative side, that's a whole other story. Anything under 0 is different. Anything above 0, it's like above water. That's how you got to look at it.
Yeah.
That's the best way you can look at it. It's not drowning. Just treading. Sitting over in the shower.
You got to show them the sturdy scale.
Oh, you're right about that. Thank you. This guy's a genius.
That way people can understand where this thought process comes from.
-10 to a +10. You know, the depths. See them hands grabbing it down? You don't want to be down there where Blood Lake got pulled down to. It's lower than that. You don't want to be down there. You don't need to be seeing that. And the Blood Lake battle will be starting up hopefully soon. Once I get some challenges out there, I know I got to make the Patreon for it, but it's gonna be my first level tier, which I'm gonna start out with for now. And basically, what it is if you think you watched a horror movie worse than Blood Lake, you have to watch Blood Lake first. You have to. You have to prove to me you watched it. So I know you're not lying, but it's gonna be over on the Patreon. I will watch the movie that you think is worse than Blood Lake. And I'm telling you guys right now, more than likely, it's not going to be a Hollywood horror film that you just hate. So you're going to have to dig in the crates. I'm just saying this right now out there. It could be. I'm not saying it's impossible, but more than likely, you're going to have to dig in the crates. Because, yeah. And I don't mind if I have to rent a movie, but I'm not spending more than $20 for a movie. Just so you guys know. Because especially for a bad movie at that. Especially for a bad, horrible movie.
I still got to watch Blood Lake.
Mm.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
You know what? You should save that. Save it for when I got a perfect idea. All right, save it for before the con. Save it for the con when I meet you at the con.
Okay.
Give you a live review right there. I think that'd be more fun.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, definitely.
See, I don't want this to change our friendship. This movie because it's bad.
I've seen bad movies though, so
this is bad. So I'll put it to you guys like this: if after the con what is it? August 24th, 25th, 26th, right? 24, 25, 26.
20
Or 20, or no, it's 24. It's only 2
Yeah.
days. That's right.
2 days, yeah.
Either way, after the end of August, let's say last weekend in August, if
Okay.
you don't see Deadpool on Popcorn and Pints or Horror Search 30,
Oh shit.
it's because of Blood Lake. It's because of Blood Lake, and I'm going to apologize in advance. I don't think that's going to happen because I think he'll
See,
be able to tough it out.
I want to watch it now.
Oh, shit. I mean, if you want to watch it now and you can let us
Okay.
know how you feel about it by Thursday, give us your review Thursday. That
I'll
works
wait.
too.
I'll wait. I'll let it sit with you. I'll let it stew for a little bit, and
Okay.
if I don't show up for the con, you know why.
Yep. Mind you, he already has his VIP tickets. Like, you know what? Fuck this. I would give him this 30, but fuck him. See my video ripping them up like people that burn their Nikes and jerseys and shit.
This is for you. Fuck you. No, because I look at it this way. No disrespect. I say this with all respect. If I had to sit through some of these fan films, I could sit through Blood Lake. I'm just saying. Right, am I lying? Am I lying?
Yeah, listen. I'm telling
it's
you
that bad.
Right
Oh,
now,
okay.
All these fan films are so much better than Blood Lake, including this movie right here. So much better than Blood Lake.
Wasn't there two Blood Lakes? Which one? Is it the eel one, the moray one, or is there another
that
one?
It's the one from 1987. The guy on the cover looks like a fake Freddy holding a highlighter, in my opinion.
Okay.
But it's not the one. It's not the one with the lampreys. It's not that one.
Is it on Tubi?
I know. I think it's on YouTube. I don't think it's on Tubi anymore. It's on YouTube. And anybody that knows the creators of Blood Lake, can you please get them in contact with me? Because I would love to own the rights to that movie, as much as I hate it. And I'm not paying a lot of money for it. But if they want to sell it to me, I'll be willing to buy it. I want it. Why? I don't know. I don't have a legitimate reason why, besides the fact that I just own the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, and make sure it's out on YouTube because it'll be mine, and everywhere else under Horror Research 30, and have you guys go watch it, and it'd make the challenge easier for everybody. You can find Blood Lake, boom, right there. Oh shit, yeah, it's on his website and everything. Yep, I do. So yeah, help me get that movie, guys. I'm serious. I'm being very serious. Why?
Everybody send your X's to the guy. No, you can't call him tweets no more. What do you call them? X's? I don't know.
See, the only X I acknowledge is DMX. You're not getting that. You're not getting that, Elon. You're not getting that. That's already. It was already written. Now I said it. It's written.
It was written.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
But yeah, once you watch Blood, as a matter of fact, I want you to watch Blood Lake sooner to see how you feel between Blood Lake and this. What you feel is worse out of these two? I feel Blood Lake is eons worse than this. Like just, oh man.
I'll take notes. I'll take notes like I usually do.
Yes, see.
I'll take notes.
He's gonna be writing like 16 different color pens because each time he's gonna be pressing down too hard and the tip's gonna break and see ink all over the fucking paper.
There's no way it's that bad. I can't.
Oh, man, I'm telling you,
there's no way.
Now you see how James you'll see how he is on the podcast. You watch the episodes with James on here, right?
Yeah.
How calm, how laughing he was. He was so pissed off, yelling and swearing. The 2 times we reviewed Blood Lake, especially the first time. I think that was the only movie he did that for, if I'm not mistaken. That movie is bad. Bad.
All right. I take the challenge. I accept the challenge.
I'm gonna have to start putting that movie in my description when I start this Patreon. Like, listen, what I'm gonna do is sign up for my Patreon. You watch this movie, and yeah, I need the rights to Blood Lake, guys. I really need the rights to this movie. So please help your boy Sturdy get the rights to Blood Lake. I really want that movie bad. I'll tell you what, if I get Blood Lake, I'll start making Horror Research 30 Blood Lake merch. That's gonna happen. But I gotta own the movie first. Yes, I'm gonna use that cover art, all that shit. I need to own the rights to all that shit. Fuck, man. I really wish I could have enjoyed this movie more.
I mean, I think the title was appropriate. Like I said in the beginning, I think the title was good, No Man's Land, because at the end, I felt like I was in No Man's Land.
Oh,
But
speaking,
I appreciate what they tried to do. You know,
yeah, I'll
they,
give
they,
them
tried-
that.
they worked hard and they put a product out when some people who don't have initiative to do anything in their life but
Hmm.
sit behind the not us. I'm saying sit behind the screen and just criticize. At least we're doing things and we're
Yeah,
giving
let's try.
we're not trashing it. We're giving critiques and we're also praising in some areas as well.
Yeah, just and I mean, for hey, I'm just telling you how I feel about
Yep.
this film, but I'm giving you reasons why. I'm not going in the comments doing that bullshit. Oh, this sucks, and then that's it. You're
Yep.
trash,
Yeah.
and then that's it. That's stupid. You gotta say more to it. I may not be saying quite enough like other more elegant people would be, but that's not my style. Fuck that. You guys know how sturdy is. But no, seriously though, I will say hats off to you guys for actually doing this movie and trying and creating your art, and not only doing that, but being brave enough because it takes a lot of guts. I won't say balls because that's sexist. It takes a lot of guts to put any type of creation out there, pre-recorded, live, whatever, and send it out there for the whole world to see. No matter what you're doing, I don't care if you're playing video games. I don't care if you're putting out your racing video, whatever you're doing, whenever you're putting some sort of content out there, even if it's verbal, as far or words, manuscript, whatever you want to call it, like posts and all that shit. But I
Yep.
obviously I'd say more so for this type of stuff, videos, because you're really, really putting yourself out there. Keep doing it. No matter how anybody feels about your shit, keep doing it. Because I didn't really care for this movie. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really care for it. I'd love to talk to the creators and see why they went in the directions they did. If you guys know them, please reach out. I mean, I know I can get it through the credits, but please reach out if you can. Or if you guys ever end up watching this review, reach out. Love to have you guys on for an interview. It happened for one of these films so far, which the interview is actually going to be next Tuesday. That's going to be fun.
Nice.
That's going to be fun. So yeah, please come on here. And I love doing this shit, man. I love talking about films, fan films, indie films. That's the route I'm trying to go for a while, people. So if you guys can help me get some more fan films and indie films on here and their creators, especially, I mean, they're creators if they're shorts or longer films, but I say more so if they're shorts, just so we can have half hour to an hour episodes versus if there's like a 10-minute short and then that's it. But I'm accepting all that stuff because I'm gonna try to ride this indie wave for a long time and try to just get those indie names out there when we can. And whoever's watching, hopefully you guys will spread the word of not only our content that we create on our own separate channels, but also whoever we're talking about that night. But we're gonna make this one short though, people, because I don't really have too much more to say about this, and I don't want to get disrespectful, which I wouldn't. But I'm just saying I don't want to.
Right.
But go check this film out, and for those of you, the link is in the description. The link is in the description. I'm just going to show you guys what the movie cover is. Friday the 13th, No Man's Land. So make sure you guys please go check that out. Go check it out. Go give them a subscription. Go give them a sub and all that good shit. And go in the comments and say, please do this for me. Everybody watching, please do this for me. Go to the Friday the 13th, No Man's Land. Watch the movie, and then post. Go on the Horror Source 30 podcast for an interview. Please do that. Please do that. And do that for any other fan films that we do from here on out. Any of the fan films we do from here on out. Please go and do that for me. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. I do want to play a couple ads really quick.
State, a celebration of games and the people who make them, is coming to New York's Tech Valley region. Visit oneupstate.com for more information.
Which that will be here October 21st, I believe. But go to their website; they can definitely tell you. And now, because you guys know I love indie, I gotta play this again.
Snakes have roamed the earth for more than 100 million years. What happens when one snake partakes in one of man's favorite vices?
Let me make sure I understand you correctly. You blew weed smoke into a snake's face, and somehow it gave him mutant powers? And now he's eaten all of our edibles and all of our weed, and he's gone on a fucking killing spree?
Coming on 420, this snake gets baked.
The fuck are you looking at, you damn dirty ape? What, you want the banana? Fuck you. Here, you want it? There's the banana. What you gonna do? Impress me. Owie! Ouch! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Ah!
Dressed as an ape, coming in to stab me with a banana.
Stoner Snake, blazing your way in 2025.
Listen,
That's so funny. I love that.
indie creators out there, you indie guys making your horror movies and all that. I like your boy. You watched your trailer played or whatever.
This guy right here. This guy right here.
I got you. And all I ask is you share my links. That's it. I don't want anything finance, nothing money, nothing like that. Not even asking to be in your movie. Just share my links. That's all I ask. Just show some love. That's it. Help each other grow. And I'll be more than happy to play your trailers on here. Hope you guys get your names out, hopefully, and get your Indiegogos back some by people that follow Horror Research 30 and all of us. But we are going to wrap this one up. Go follow Dadpool everywhere.
Yep.
On social media. On social media. When I tell you guys to follow people, I mean on social media. Always. I want to put that out there. So I don't want you guys following people in person, talking about some Search 30 souls to do it, and then playing this shit. Because that's not what I mean. I mean on social media, being respectful. Follow their content, like their content, share their content, all that good shit. Follow the Z Network, follow Popcorn and Pints. Follow Worst Damn Gamer. You know. Told you cool. Jayhan. Make sure you follow Jayhan, because Jayhan does some dope gaming shit.
Yep.
Follow Horror Research 30 everywhere. Follow the Smart Tornado Podcast, the dopest wrestling podcast out there by far. If you don't believe me, check them out. And yeah, follow anybody that's in the comments. Everybody follow each other. Follow me as well. Follow Dadpool. Follow everybody I just named. Have a great night. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. And be kind to each other.
And Desi, it's Deadpool, not Spider-Man.
There you go. Oh, Nicolas Cage, stop